it's agreed then. You get yourself better, and as soon as you can be moved, we'll lay the trap. You're risking your life, you know. If anything goes wrong...
It mustn't. It won't. It's got to work.
I'm learning fast, Bob. I can either quiver in a corner or I can stand up for myself. And I'm not going to be kicked around by those bitches anymore.
Can't take on the whole damn prison yourself. There's some bloody tough women here.
Then I'll have to get tough too.
Kath.
You can't be here all the time, Bob. Believe me, the next person who has a go at me will get a hell of a lot more than they bargained for.
That was Steve's mother on the phone. Seems she's been worried that Wentworth isn't a fit place for her son to be working. Hearing about Kelly's murder this morning confirmed her opinion.
But surely Steve's old enough to make up his own mind.
Steve has been lying his head off to us from the word go. I've just learned the real reason he came here to work.
The main thing is it works.
If I can fix this, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course you will. I'm counting on you. You could help. Got more important things to do. Gotta get the old girl nice and shiny for Reed.
Should we need her tonight?
The paperwork, and I say you can throw away the key to Patterson's cell.
Inspector Barrett, I think I should warn you that if I suspect any prejudices operating during this case, I won't hesitate to go to your superiors.
Ah, come on, she's guilty as hell.
So you keep saying. Whether you can prove it or not is another matter.
I'll prove it, lady, if it takes a bloody month.
Exactly.
Oh, good. Mervyn, could you please give me... Mervyn, what on earth are you doing?
I'm not supposed to see you in your bridal attire before the wedding. It's bad luck.
Well, it's a bit hard to avoid when we both live here, dear.
Couldn't you hide in the bedroom or something?
Oh, Mervyn, don't be silly. Look, we're both in enough of a fluster without you going on about old wives' tales and superstitions.
Well, all right, let's do it properly. Let's open all the umbrellas in the house. Bring in a truckload of black cats.
Mervyn,
Walk on a few...
Mervyn.
What?
Well, I knew you were taking on too much trying to do all the catering yourself.
Nonsense. I'll manage extremely well. And it's saving us a lot of money.
But really, darling, I
Don't,
just...
Joycey, don't.
Oh,
It's bad enough I've seen you...
I was only going to give you a hug, dear.
Well, all right, love, but take your dress off first.
Oh, Mervyn.
Well, you know what I mean. Oh, well, I don't know where I'm coming or going. I'm beginning to wish I'd never let you talk me into this.
Me? As I recall, it was all your idea.
Yes, whatever you say, dear, but don't let's argue today. Oh, dear, look.
Oh,
I'll never get ready
here,
in time.
Let me give you a hand, pet.
You've got a visitor.
Oh, lovely roses. They're beautiful.
You still lying about in here? Thought you'd be up and out dancing in the fountains by now.
Oh, give us a couple of days. I don't want to rush things.
I'll leave you to it.
So, how are you, Jess?
Oh, a lot better, Judge. And better still if you tell me the plan's all set up.
I've been a busy lad since last I saw you. The safe house is arranged. My friend and the force and I have personally seen to that.
And how many people know?
No more than need to. Don't worry. No one's going to tip off Passenger.
He back from his holiday?
Yes. So rest assured it won't take long for him to find out about your escape.
Oh, that's good. I just hope he feels I'm worth going after.
No, what man alive wouldn't?
When do I go?
Tonight. Can't tell you the exact time yet, but just be ready.
Oh, I will be. I'm going to get that bastard. It's the only way my Lexi can have a baby in comfort. Worth it, don't you reckon?
Guess who? The Sheikh of Araby. You're going to have to wash that again, you know.
Oh, come on, Ray. What's the matter with you? Here comes the bride. Oh, by the side. They wouldn't know what to do if they tried.
I'm sorry, Red. I'll wash it again. Oh, don't take any notice of me, kiddo. I'm just worried they're not going to get a message through to Dan in time.
Oh, he's going to be at the wedding breakfast, ain't he?
You know, if my parole had come up one day earlier, I could have been there too.
Well, don't worry. You can have a look at that video moves haven't made. Make sure Stevie boy doesn't do the dirty on you.
Hey,
I hope they take some of the reception too. Merv reckons he's putting on a real beaut spread.
Oh, geez, Lurch. I didn't think you'd want to know about anything to do with food. I mean, after the state you've been in all morning.
Oh, no, I'm all right now. Oh, thank goodness the trots have stopped. What's so funny?
Nothing, honest.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I'm going to take the skip out. I'll see you.
Poor Lurch. You're going to have to tell her about the moose someday.
Yeah, in about 40 years' time when she's too old and grey to break my bloody neck.
Oh, she wouldn't do that. I reckon she'd see the funny side of
It's
it.
easy for you to say. You wouldn't cop the thumping. Anyway, I reckon I've already paid for it. Jeez, I felt crook this morning.
You didn't take any of the stuff, did you?
No, it's the kid. Bloody morning sickness again.
You all right now?
Oh, you bet. Especially now Maxwell's proven I didn't do Kelly, you know.
So you heard this noise while Patterson and Egbert were in the dining room. How can you be sure of that?
I heard the clapping and the laughing.
At exactly what time?
I didn't say that. The noise in the corridor happened a bit before.
A bit before. What's a bit?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't very long.
Well, give me an estimate. Was it 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10?
I don't know.
Can't really help us much, can you?
No, that's what I told her.
Told who?
Lexi Patterson.
You talked to her about this?
Of course I did. She made me come and tell you.
So in other words, you didn't hear any noise at all. You're just telling us what Patterson told you to say.
No, look, I did hear a noise, but it could have been anything, which is why I didn't think of it before.
All right, you can go. Looks like a little suspect starting to panic. Pretty good indication she's guilty. If there was any doubt left.
You know, when you think about it, it's a good thing Jess is in the hospital.
Why is that?
Because now I've got an alibi, they're going to need someone else to pin Kelly's murder on. She would have been the obvious choice.
Why, Jess?
She and I both know the truth about Bassinger. That's why they wanted to get me.
She wasn't even here.
They'll probably try and pin it on her anyway. They didn't have anything on Lexi.
That's rotten they can do that.
Oh, damn it, will you
Holy
Now
Moses.
shut up or I'll thump you.
What's going on?
Found her sulking back to her cell. Thought you'd want to know how she went with the cops.
Too right. Told them I didn't do it, didn't you?
Why don't you ask them?
Because I'm asking you!
What I said didn't make any difference.
But you told him took it over in the dining room when Radcliffe was thumped, didn't you?
I tried to tell you. I don't know for sure. That's what I heard.
You backing down, Maxwell?
No!
Look, the trouble was I couldn't tell them how long it was between the thud and when I heard the women clapping you in the dining room.
But you said it was the same time!
I didn't. It was just before. But the inspector wanted to know exactly how long it was, and I couldn't tell him.
Oh, bloody hell, all you've done is make things worse.
Well, I told them all I know. If you want more than that, go and ask them yourself.
You stupid bitch!
You don't touch me again.
You useless lag! And oh, I say don't! Oh, someone's got oh, thumping. You're the top dog. Why don't you do something?
Jeez, I'd really like to, sis, but I don't reckon it'd be very fair if we all pile in.
What? She okay? I don't want to fight. But I promise you I'm not going to stand still and take it any longer.
Oh, shut up.
What's wrong? I reckon I pulled a muscle or something.
Geez, you can be stupid, Lex. I can't think of a better way to bring on a miscarriage. And the lot of you are just as bad for egging her on.
Yeah, Chook's right. We should have remembered the kid. All right, that's it, everyone. The fun's over.
Fun! My God, you lot sicken me.
Stupid bitch! Where's my bloody alibi?
Oh, shut up. The police will work out who did it.
Pigs they will. Want to hang it on me, and now thanks to her they're gonna.
How'd it go?
They said it didn't prove anything.
What's happened?
It's all right. I just showed the women I'm not the pushover they thought I was, that's all.
Have you been in a fight?
It wasn't serious.
Who was it? Patterson?
Yes, but please don't say anything. It'll just make things worse. Anyway, I don't think she'll try it on again. She's in enough trouble now over Kelly's murder.
Yes. Pity the police didn't take more notice of what you had to say.
Why? Do you think she's innocent?
I don't know. I'm more worried about you at the moment.
Well, don't be. I'm learning to survive.
There's a few things here for you.
Oh, there was a message. They want you at the prison.
Not another broken window.
How would I know what they want?
What's the matter? You're not still sulking, are you?
I don't know what you mean, Stephen. They did say for you to hurry, though.
Oh, they usually do. I better duck up and get changed.
Well, don't keep rubbing. If it's a bruise, you'll make it worse.
Could you just get off my back?
And don't take it out on me. It was your own fault. You started it.
Bull it was, and don't think she's off the hook yet either.
She surprised me. I didn't think she'd have it in her to fight back like that. Yeah, well, she had her kid to practice on. Now she thinks she's ready for grown-ups.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing Chook made me think of the kid. Not quite used to the idea I've got to take it easy yet.
Addison, you're wanted.
Yeah, that'd be right. Girlfriend stuffed up again, eh?
Come on.
Probably made up more to make it sound better.
Shut up and get moving, and the rest of you do some work. Move it!
Hey, you think we'll ever find out? What? Well, if Lex did kill her?
Alice? Of course she didn't.
Yeah, well, how do you know?
I just know, that's all.
I still reckon the freak's tied up in it somehow.
Well, it could have been Lex.
It could have been anyone. If her friends don't believe her, why should the police? Jeez.
Oh, it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Is that your medical or psychiatric opinion?
What has got into you? It can't be the argument. We're always having that.
We never used to. Not before you started working at that place. You may not see it, but it might be in your best interest if they decided to dismiss you.
Well, dismiss me. Why would they do that?
Well, it would be if they did, that's all I'm saying.
What have you done?
Why don't you just go in and see what they want?
You've been talking to them, haven't you? You said something when they phoned.
Well, of course I did. I'm your mother.
What did you tell them?
I told them the truth, why you're really there. You what? Well, at least I told them why you tell me you're there. I'm sure I'm the last person to know the
It's
real...
none of your business. I'm old enough to live my own life.
You are still my son, and when I see you wasting your time and your talent on a murderous bunch of women, I will not stand idly by. Someone has to bring you to your senses.
Well, you've done that, Mother. This is the last straw. I've only stayed here out of pity and... what use?
Stephen, please, I was only doing it for your own good.
Oh, you always do.
Darling, please. I promise I won't interfere with your life again.
How many times have I heard that?
Mervyn? Please, I don't need any help. This is my part of the preparation.
Well, I just came in to say it's time I started getting ready now. If you don't want to see me in my wedding dress, you better not come inside until it's time to go.
And where am I going to get dressed?
Well, I don't know. Just don't expect me to hide in the bathroom while you do.
Oh, no, I wonder who that is.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jim! Oh, Jim, I'm so glad you could come.
Just try and keep me away.
Oh, good.
May have been a bit sus about Merv to start off with, but, well, that was before I got to know him. What'd I do with this? Take it to the church or what?
Oh, no. Just put it over there on the table with the others, all right?
Very nice of you, Jim.
Oh, that's all right. I reckon you two are going to make each other very happy.
Certainly my intentions.
Everything ready for the big party, I see? I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah.
Oh. Should be one heck of a shindig, eh?
Yes.
I hadn't quite thought about it in those terms.
So, what can I do around here?
Oh,
No.
don't know what else you want to know. I've already told you everything.
I don't need to know any more, Patterson.
Then what do you want to see me for?
To tell you the investigation's over. I'm charging you with the murder of Lou Kelly.
I didn't bloody do it! But you don't care whether I did or not, do you? You just want to get me because of what I said about Bassinger.
That's enough, Patterson. Solitary for you until your committal hearing.
But I didn't do it, Mr. Moran. You've got to believe me.
Move it.
Bloody hell.
So it's circumstantial, but it's more than enough for a committal. That'll give me time to find all the proof I need.
Look, I know she intimidated Max.
That's the least of her talents. First she tries to set up one of the finest men I know. Now she's topped it off by killing one of her mates. She'll get what's coming to her, don't you worry.
Hi. You the one who ordered the exercise gear? Got a truckload of it outside.
Oh, well, not me personally. It's for the new gym. Look, if you wouldn't mind taking your truck around to the loading bay, I'll have an officer meet you there and then you can check it out.
Oh, promise we won't be trying to smuggle anything in this lot. Weighs 10 tons as it is.
Well, you don't look as though you'd have much trouble. I mean, the two of you could carry it in, truck and all.
Come on over when we've set it up. I'll give you a demo.
Right. Oh, hope the women don't end up looking like that.
Morning, Meg. I hear Mrs. Reynolds wants to see me.
Yes, sure to wait in the staff room. I'll take you through as soon as I've made this phone call. Just sign in, will you?
I didn't do it, Mr. Moran. Do you really reckon I could kill someone?
It's not up to me. It's a police investigation.
Well, I didn't do it! I'm telling the truth. I'm innocent.
Morning, Steve.
Hi. Look, if
There's something we have to discuss. It's been reported that you've been working here under false pretenses.
I know. My mother told me.
It's true.
Yeah, but I'd like to explain.
Explain nothing.
Do you want me to wait outside?
No, you've got as much right to hear about this as I have. You lied to me, you lied to Meg, you lied to everyone concerned.
I know, but if I hadn't, I wouldn't have got the job, and I haven't let you down there,
That's not the point, and you know it. You came here under false pretenses. You've made us all look like fools.
Especially me, since I was silly enough to recommend you to the department.
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to make anyone look a fool. I really don't see the harm, because there's only a few uni professors who'll see that paper, and I've been careful not to identify the prison or any of the people here.
Very considerate. The irony of it is that everyone trusted you, even the women. And obviously Mervyn and Joyce thought enough of you to put forward your name in the first place. Did they know about this?
No, of course not. I convinced them I needed the work. They don't know any more than you.
I hope you've got friends on the outside, Steve. Because when this news gets around, you certainly won't have many in here.
Yes?
Can I see you for a minute?
Make it quick, we're just about to leave. Well?
I've got some information on the Kelly case. There's somebody else with a motive besides Patterson, someone you haven't questioned yet.
Look, I'm sorry about everything, honestly. I didn't mean to embarrass anyone, but I did it because I want to learn about these women so that in the future I can help them and women like them.
Very commendable. But you went about it in the wrong way, I think you know that.
Well, in retrospect, yeah, but at the time it seemed the only course.
Yes, well, unfortunately, under the circumstances, I've got no choice but to dismiss you.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So, as of now, you're no longer a department employee. And definitely no further contact with the women.
Oh, but is it possible to see one of the women before I go? It's nothing to do with the thesis, I promise.
I'm sorry. He'll need an escort until he leaves. Would you take care of that?
Yes, I'll stay.
Just a minute, Mrs. Reynolds. Surely now I'm a civilian, I can arrange a visit through the normal system.
Yes, I suppose so. But only in the visiting room during specified hours and with an officer present.
I realise that, and thanks.
Is it Julie Egbert you wanted to see?
Yeah.
And Jill reckons you're unloading stuff in the gym now, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, dear, that'll be good. Give us a chance to get everyone super fit before the volleyball match.
Yeah, well, not many people like exercising much. How are you going to do that?
I'll just have to make them work hard before the novelty of the new gym wears off. Should be just enough time. Hey, Reed! Reed, the rotten pigs have charged her with the murder. Who, Lexi? Yeah, she's in solitary now.
Oh,
She's
no, how can they do that without any evidence?
Oh, don't worry, there will be. The bastards are probably cooking it up right now.
So what's any of this to do with the Kelly murder?
Everything. One of the women found out about us and told Kelly.
Who?
Janet Williams. The idea was that Kelly had blackmailed me into letting the two of them escape.
Mrs. Reynolds know of this?
No, I thought I could bluff Kelly along until it was too late for her to do anything about it, and I guess it came to just that.
Yes.
Anyway, Kelly decided to go alone, and I'd say Williams found out about it.
Sounds to me like you're doing a lot of guessing.
That's true. But she could have done it. She was in solitary right up to the dinner. A free agent until they were all sent back to their cells after the murder.
You realise if there's any truth in what you're saying, you're going to make us look pretty bloody stupid.
I'd have thought finding the truth was more important.
If you're so concerned with the truth, why didn't you come to me with this hours ago? You're a senior officer of the department, for God's sake. I'd expect you to have more bloody sense than to withhold vital information on a murder case. For any reason. Let alone a personal involvement with one of the prisoners.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, well, think yourself damn lucky I don't bring charges against you. And as for how the department's going to feel, frankly, I wouldn't give much for your future career prospects. Get her in here. And for your sake, you better hope it's not too late to salvage this mess.
That's about it.
Right, I'm afraid you'll have to wait in reception until visiting hours.
Fair enough.
You're going to tell Julie the reason you're leaving?
Yeah, of course.
I don't think it'll go down too well there either.
Well, hopefully she'll understand.
I don't think so, Steve. I mean, for all your studies, you still obviously don't know these women.
Maybe not, but I hope you're wrong. Oh, anyhow, it's been nice working here. I'm just sad I have to leave on such bad terms with you and Anne.
Well, you should have thought of that before you lied your way into the job. I mean, it's not just that I went out on a limb to shortcut the red tape for you. I mean, do you realise the damage you could have done?
Well, what damage? All I wanted to do was talk to the women.
Yes, and then abuse their confidence. I mean, how do you think they'd feel knowing you were using them for a thesis?
Oh, come on. I think you make it sound much worse than it is.
I'm not so sure about that. Now, if you're ready, I'll take you through to reception. What's going on? What do they want to see me for?
You'll find out.
I want to know. You tell me what the cops want or else.
Or else what?
Or I'll tell them about you and that Maxwell bitch, that's what.
Will you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. You and Diana are going to have a talk about you getting me out of here like you were going to with Kelly.
The inspector's waiting.
You think I won't tell him, don't you? You think I'm scared of you?
I don't care what you do, Williams. The inspector knows all about it. And if Mrs. Reynolds doesn't already, she soon will. Do you really think I'd let myself be blackmailed by the likes of you or Kelly? Now move it.
Yes?
Janet Williams.
Bring her in.
Come on.
I don't know what you want me for. I don't know nothing.
No? We won't be needing you, Mr. Moran. Do I have to remind you that you're now a material witness in this case? Material witnesses do not remain present while other witnesses are being questioned.
Of course.
I'll talk to you later.
Now then, a few things I'd like to check up about your movements last night.
Yeah? What if I don't remember?
Then we'll keep you here until you do. I don't know about Mrs. Reynolds, but I've got all the time in the world.
How could I have done it? I was locked up in the pound.
You were already out when Kelly was killed. I checked.
Then I was in the rec room playing pool.
Who with?
Myself. Everyone else was at that stupid party.
And why weren't you?
Because I don't like parties. Anyway, I wasn't invited.
That's right. You were in Pringle's bad books, weren't you? Because you helped Kelly smuggle a knife out of his kitchen. Maybe that was the motive. You blame Kelly for you not being invited to the party.
I'll grow up. I wouldn't kill her over something as stupid as that.
So what would you kill her over?
Nothing, I wouldn't.
Not even if you brought her in on an escape plan and it looked like she was going to take it away from you?
No. I know nothing about no escape.
That's not what Bob Moran told me.
Yeah? What's he said?
What do you think he said?
I don't know. No, bugger it. He offered to help me escape if I got the women to go easy on Maxwell. He's got the hots for her, did you know that?
I know you're wasting my time, Williams. So why don't I tell you what happened? You found out about him and Maxwell and then thought up this clever little scheme for you and Kelly to blackmailing him into letting you go. But then you had second thoughts. You decided Kelly would just get in the way. You killed her so that you could have your precious escape plan to yourself again.
No, she was the one going to cut me out. It was my idea. She was going to go and leave me sitting here like a shag on a bloody rock.
And so you killed her.
No, I didn't.
And you figured you'd get away with it because nobody would know that you had a motive. You thought you could blackmail Moran into keeping quiet until he arranged your escape. But it didn't work out that way, did it, Williams?
Because he's a double-crossing bastard, that's why. Just like Kelly. I should have killed him too.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Well, we've come this far. Why don't you keep going? Why don't you tell us how you did it?
And what if they transfer her to another prison or something?
They're not going to do that.
Yeah, then why is she up with solitary?
I don't know. They can only keep her in there 24 hours anyway, at the most.
I could be out of here by then.
Oh, geez, Chuck, you make it hard. Why don't you just wait and see what happens, okay?
Bloody hell, I've been screaming to get through the gates for yonks.
Well, what's the hurry?
I've got real big news. Steve's got the chop.
What?
Why?
Well, I don't know. Something to do with he was using us for a thesis. Wasn't he one of those old-time Greek kings or something?
Well, don't look at me, ask the professor.
Thesis?
Yeah, well, that's what Mrs. M said. Who is he?
He must have been writing about his work here.
Well, Mrs. M reckons that he abused our confidence or something. Well, whatever it is, she figures we're not going to like it when we find out.
That'd explain why I asked everybody so many questions. If he was doing a paper, I mean.
I'm sorry, you lost me, Chuck. What do you mean, a paper?
I don't know, something to do with being a doctor. What it really sounds like is that he was He was studying us.
Oh, you mean like germs?
Yeah.
Well, he never abused me, Chook, so you got no worries there.
Egbert here? Oh, Egbert, there's a visitor for you.
Who is it?
Mr. Ryan? Now, what's going on, Mrs. Morris? How come he got the chop? Who said he did?
Oh, little bird heard you talking in the staff room.
Jenkins, you should know better than that.
Oh, did I say it was me? Hey, who's the thesis?
You'll be told all you need to know in good time. Now, if you haven't got anything better to do in here, when you've finished, go down to the new gym and start unpacking the equipment.
Oh, beauty!
Come along, Egbert. Geez, it's all happening around here, isn't it?
Hey, you reckon they might send some hunky bloke to show us how to use the stuff?
I have to leave the job and I want to explain.
Yeah, I know.
How?
Oh, Alice overheard you and Mrs. M talking,
Ah,
and she couldn't make much sense of it, but then Alice doesn't know what a thesis is.
yeah, but you do.
Yeah. So that's what you've been doing all this time. Studying us like laboratory animals.
No, Julie, I want to learn how you all think so I can understand you.
Then you should have been honest with us. You should have asked us if we minded, instead of pretending to care about us and lying and pretending to be our friend.
And if I had, would anyone have talked to me?
Well, I don't know. But that was our decision to make, not yours. You wanted us to trust you. Well, we did. Not anymore.
Julie, I never lied to you. I swear.
I never lied. Never lied. What else has it been but one big lie?
No, I mean about us.
So do I. Maybe that was part of your project too, was it? Find out how a lonely, naive kid would react if she thought somebody loved her.
Julie, please believe me. Look, apart from my reasons for taking the job, I never lied to you about anything.
You mean after all the conversations that we had, and all those things I told you about private feelings, you didn't use any of that in your thesis?
Julie, you have to understand, when you're a doctor, there's something called professional detachment. You have to be able to...
Yeah, I know what professional detachment is. I think that answers my question.
Oh, God. Look, whatever else you believe about me, believe that I love you.
I wish I could. Because despite everything that's happened, it's going to be really hard to get over you. But I'm going to do it. And whatever you have to do to justify it, everything between us is based on a lie. And I can never forgive you for that.
Please, Julie, just...
No! Just go.
Time's up anyway, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah. Right. Julie, I love you.
You can't prove anything. He tricked me into it. Be quiet. Moran's lying, you hear? I never even talked to him. Everything he said's a stinking lie.
Just shut up and get in there, Williams.
How? What you pushing? Could have been him. Didn't think of that, did you?
Right, back against the wall.
What for? More bloody questions? Well, you can tell that bastard he can make up his own stories.
Well, that's up to you. I was going to let you out, but if you want to stay here...
Hey?
You just sit there.
What's happened?
You're going back with the others. We know you didn't kill Kelly.
Straight? Oh, I told you I didn't do it, didn't I, Mrs.
All right,
M? I
all right.
told you.
Come on, settle down.
They worked out who done it yet?
Yes, it was Williams.
You're kidding. You keep your bitch!
Now, that's enough. Come on.
But how'd they find out?
You've been freed of all charges, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I suppose so. Just can't believe it, eh?
Hey, this is fantastic, man. Just what we need. This is fantastic. Yeah, I reckon. No houses, trees I can hide in. This is fantastic.
What about cars and things, eh? Better case it, see what the traffic's like.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. Got to get this right. Reed's dependent on me. We'll get her out, mate. They won't know what hit him. Yeah, then we split, me and Reed. Grab Roach and off into the bloody sunset. Just let the bastards try and stop us, eh? No way, mate! Yeah!
Well, can't wait to try out all this stuff. Be just like when I was a kid.
You worked out when you were a kid?
Oh, nah, just mucking about. There was a gym next door to where we used to go for holidays. The manager used to let me come in the mornings when he was cleaning up. He's a beaut bloke, old Harry, like a grandfather. Did try to feel me up once, but I donged him on the head with the lifting bar and he was all right after that.
Yeah, well, it's just as well we've got someone who knows how to use this stuff. It's all a bit of a mystery to me.
Yeah, well, it's a bit fancier than the stuff I was used to, but I reckon I could work out what's what. Oh, tell you what, it's a great way to work off your aggro. Half an hour in here, work up a real sweat. Nothing like it.
Yeah, well, maybe I should use it now. Stop me worrying about Bongo.
Oh, geez, no use worrying, Reed. He'll be okay.
You don't know what a stupid little bugger he can be.
Struth, Lex thought you was in the pound.
Yeah, well, the stupid bloody cops finally worked out I didn't do nothing.
You been cleared then?
Yep. Williams done it. Barrett spitting chips because he couldn't pin it on me, eh?
Williams? I wouldn't have reckoned she had the guts.
Yeah, I thought they was mates.
Well, it's not for you to worry about. Now, you just keep unpacking, all right?
Oh, yeah, right, Mrs. M. Hey, great stuff, eh? Oh, come on, Lex. Cheer up. You showed him.
Well, maybe. I won't feel safe till that cop's out of here, but I mean, he made no secret about having it in for me.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. He'll have a pretty red face now. I can't see him trying anything else on you.
Yeah, I suppose. Hey, where's Chuckabit tell the good news, eh?
Yeah, reckon she could do with some.
Why? What's happened?
What's the matter, love?
Nothing. I'll be all right in a minute.
Oh, it's not about Lexi, is it? Because she's had a solitary. They know she didn't do it.
Oh, that's terrific. No, it's Steve. It's all over. It's finished.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm so sorry.
How can he just play with someone else's feelings like that? I mean, I thought he was great right from the beginning, and I knew it was just dreaming. Why did he pretend?
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to hurt you.
I'm getting a little house somewhere, having a family. That's all I've ever wanted, Nance. And I really thought it was going to happen. And it turns out that I'm nothing to him, but I'm just a case history. Why did he have to lie? I'm just so stupid. I'm so stupid thinking that he'd ever be interested in anybody like me.
Now, you listen to me. You're not stupid at all. You're cleverer than any of us. And you're pretty, and you've got a lovely nature, and any man will be lucky to get you. And I'm sure when Steve thinks about it,
It
he'll
doesn't
realise
matter what Steve thinks. It's over. I'm just gonna forget that I ever knew him.
Mervyn John, will you take Joyce Edith to be your wife, to live together according to God's law? Will you give her the honor due to her as your wife, and forsaking all others, love and protect her, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Joyce Edith, will you take Mervyn John to be your husband, to live together according to God's law? Will you give him the honor due to him as your husband, and forsaking all others, love and protect him, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
God our Father, in your great love for mankind, you have given us the gift of marriage. So bless these two persons as they pledge their lives to each other, that their love may evermore grow to be the true reflection of your love for us all. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Joyce Edith, with this ring I wed you.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I honor you.
I honor you.
In the name of God. Amen.
In the name of God. Amen.
Mervyn John, I receive this ring
In token of our marriage.
in token of our marriage.
May God enable us
May God enable us
to grow in love together.
to grow in love together.
Before God and in the presence of us all, by solemn consent and promise, by the giving and receiving of a ring and by the joining of hands, Mervyn John and Joyce Edith have now accepted each other in marriage. In the name of the God, I declare them to be husband and wife.
Lots of happiness to you both.
Oh,
You deserve
oh,
it.
thank you.
Bob asked me to apologise for not being here. Something came up at the last minute and he couldn't get away.
Oh, what a shame. Still, we'll be able to keep him a piece of cake, won't we?
Yes. Well, you've done it now, haven't you?
I know.
Congratulations, and it all went very smoothly.
Yes, it did, but I was so frightened we weren't going to be here on time because of Mervin's fiddling around.
No, it went like a dream. You could say he got hitched without a hitch.
And I wasn't fiddling around. I was making sure everything was ready for the reception.
Of course.
Get over there and start digging in.
Right.
I haven't told Joyce and Mervyn what happened. I thought let them forget Wentworth for a day,
Oh,
eh?
it's a good idea. I'm afraid Mervyn will feel very let down.
Yeah. I've really blown it with Julie. She thinks I'm the lowest thing on two legs.
Oh, do you blame her?
Nah. When Joyce said I'd end up hurting her, she was right. I haven't given up yet.
With everything that's been happening, I forgot. Bob asked me to tell you Rita Connors wants you to see her urgently. Apparently your Aunt Ida's quite ill.
Nothing wrong with Ida. I saw her an hour ago.
Well, that was the message. I know Bongo came to see her in the prison early this morning on compassionate grounds.
There's something going on. Look, I might dash over there and see what she wants, and I'll catch you up at the reception.
No, I'll go with you. Now you've got me worried.
Holy jeez! Hey, mate, you all right? Hey, mate. Hi! Hey! We did it! Yeah. Did you see him drop? Didn't even know what was coming. I reckon he's gonna feel pretty frail when he wakes up. Yeah. We gotta tie him up. That's what we gotta do. And get him into the bushes where no one will find him. Yeah. You do that, I'll move the bike in the van so no one sees him. Hey? It's just like in the flicks. yeah. We might even win one of those Grammy Academy thingamajiggies. Yeah!
I would have come and told you all this before, but I wanted to wait and make sure we wouldn't be overheard. I probably won't get another chance. They'll make sure I stay well away from you between now and when I leave.
I'm sorry. All the worry I've caused you. Now I've cost you a job.
Don't be silly. I'll visit as often as I can, and I'll try and keep Ellen on an even keel.
You've done more than enough, Bob. You've helped me through the worst of it. Now I can fight my own battles.
Mightn't be as bad as that. I'm sure the governor will do her best to stop the women finding out about us.
How's she gonna do that? Push Williams off a roof? She can transfer you, her, me. It doesn't matter. It'll get out sooner or later. But if they want to give me a hard time over it, I'll be ready.
Well, there's not much else I can say except good luck.
I'm so sorry, Bob. I should never have rung you that day. It's just there was nobody else.
That's all right. I've got to go now. I'll see you as often as I can, and take care.
You too.
Come on. It's not worth getting upset about. Look, once you've got your parole, you'll meet hundreds of blokes better than him out there.
No, I won't. If that's what men are like, I don't want anything to do with them ever.
Where the hell is Dan? If he doesn't get here before the exercise break, it'll be too late. Well, what you going to do if Bongo does come?
God, I don't know.
Yes, I do. He's relying on us to be out in the exercise yard, right? Well, if we're not there, he can't do anything about it. He'll have to call it off.
But we will be there.
No, we won't.
As soon as the bell goes, we'll do a quick sprint round, pass the word. No one goes outside.
Yeah, but what are we going to tell the screws?
We'll tell them we want to stay in the gym and check out the new gear. We'll tell them Mrs. Reynolds said we could.
Hey, yeah, she's not here, so they can't check out.
Yeah, might work. It better. That brother of mine will get into more trouble than I want to think about.
Look, there's something I've been meaning to say. I'm sorry.
Oh? About anything special?
For thinking I know better than you how to do your job. Like after Kelly was killed, for instance.
No one can stop you from having a point of view.
True, but I could try not to shoot my mouth off before I know all the facts. From now on, when something like that comes up, let's talk about it. See what we can work out together.
Sounds good to me.
It's just that seeing Merv and Joyce get married made me realise how important you are to me. It's a long time since I thought much about the future, but I'm thinking about it now, and I want you to be part of it. If that means I have to stop being such a tactless loudmouth, I'd better start working on it.
Nice thought. But I don't expect you to change overnight from me. After all, we've got plenty of time ahead of us to see each other's point of view.
Mechanical. Anyone know how to work it all? Yeah, look, she's an expert. Hey, come on, Chuck, you try this thing out and we'll see what sort of shape you're in.
No, I don't feel like it. I'll just watch. Be careful, Lexi.
Hey, Reed! Something awful's happened. Well, there's a bunch of women from C Block on punishment duty. They're out in the yard now. If Bongo comes, he'll think they're us.
Bloody hell, come on.
What's she gonna do now?
G'day, mate. G'day. You want to open up the back for us?
No worries, mate.
Right.
Hey, you two, slow it down. What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, Mr. Moran, we're late for volleyball.
This better be important. If it's another one of Rita's little jokes, I'll have her ears off.
A joke I could live with. I just hope she's not planning something more serious.
Hang on. We can't go barging through. They'll stop us. We've already had Moran yelling at us.
Come on. Jeez, I've never seen anyone hit a ball like it. Would have gone straight through a brick wall. Yeah? Nothing like a good volleyball game.
Where are you two going?
Oh, it's exercise period, miss.
Miss Davis is supervising exercise. Stay there until she's finished what she's doing.
So, well, hurry up then.
Pardon? Oh, we're just dying for some exercise, Mrs. Bailey.
You'll just wait until Miss Davis is ready.
He used to give me roses
I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.